What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Dio for President back again with another video. And today we are reacting to Social Media is Fake by General Zay. You guys, let me even be real with you. I went out last night and in my mind, I'm like, I'm not even going to lie, and you guys don't judge. I saw this one girl, super attractive. And I wanted to go say hi, but then I didn't. And I feel like it's because social media has it's ruined my brain. Because on one hand, I want to go and say hi. I want to, try and talk to whoever it is. But on the other hand, on social media, I be seeing men should not approach women. I see that like every single day. And yes, on one hand, that's the algorithm that I've built for myself. But on the other hand, like I know a lot of guys feel that way. That's how I feel in terms of like relationships and stuff. But then when it comes to like people flexing online, that's an entirely different thing. Like I'm not really a flexer and I don't really care for it. I don't care about people that do it. But anyways, you guys, let's get into the video.
Social media is fake. Depressed people post like they happy. Broke people post like they got money.
Real.
Duties post their boyfriends. Playing innocent. It's all an act. Social media was named after the goddess of illusion, media. So everything you see on social media is just an illusion of what you think life should be. We buy all these chains and clothes to impress people who don't even like us.
Real.
We're being kept in a mental state of a child, so we can never be a threat. They make us have a lot of self-hatred mentally, always seeking approval. The way we deal with self-hatred is misspending. Money is misspent to relieve pain,
Real.
to compensate for insecurities and inferiority. You want to buy the approval. You want to buy the products that restructure the image. Amiri jeans, Dior. Y'all know them people that post bottles on their...
You know what's crazy? I was thinking about it when I was on the bus, And one thing that people really emphasize is shoes, for example. People really say, yeah, I need to have nice shoes. I need to have the best shoes. And I thought to myself, I was like, yo, like, I'm on the bus right now and I'm not even thinking about what someone else is wearing. I don't even care. Like, in my mind, I'm like, I'm looking at, I was like, let me look at people's shoes. And I looked and I was like, oh, this person is wearing whack shoes. This person is wearing nice shoes. But at the end of the day, I don't really care. And I know that like on one hand, like people, like it's good to take care of your appearance. Don't get it twisted. I do believe that everyone should clean up to their best, like their best ability. Like look at me, like I have a haircut, like I have a fresh fade, But then at the same time, that does not really matter. You get what I'm saying?
Story, damn near every day, looking like they lit. That's a coping mechanism. They're not lit. They party nonstop so that they don't have to sit in silence.
You guys see, listen, partying, I don't know, when you're not drinking, bro, it looks very corny. I can't lie to you. Like when you're just there, dancing, like I don't know, bro. Like on one hand, yes, go out and have fun. But then it's corny. Like I went out last night, like I said, and it was me, a bunch of girls, it was a house party. And people were just sitting down, listening to the music, not really dancing on their phones. And my man, I'm like, and I saw, you know, some girl like this, she had her phone and she was like, yeah, I'm looking so cute, with her friend. And in my mind, I'm like, you're trying to make this thing look lit on social media. And yes, on social media, it's going to look like you're having the time of your life. But when it's all said and done, like, are you really having the time of your life? Like, I feel like people try and flex for people in real life and people try and flex for their social media followers. It's such an interesting phenomenon.
They flex those bottles because they feel empty without them. They need validation. They constantly compare themselves to others. Everyone else on social media looks happy, so they feel pressure to keep up with them. They're avoiding reality. People would rather look like they're winning than actually do the internal work to feel whole. Real fun doesn't need to be posted. They make us behave like children. always crying for mommy and daddy's love. But instead, we're crying for validation from people we don't even like. Social media messed everything up. You don't actually want to get fried. You just bored. You don't actually want to beat skin or beat your beef. You just bored. Put your phone down and go be productive. That phone is destroying you. Think about it. You constantly compare yourself to others every day through the phone.
That's true. That's so true. Through the phone. You guys, right now I am on a fitness journey, and one thing that I really like, suffer from is honestly comparing myself. Like, I feel like I'm always comparing myself to the next man, especially on social media. Like, I open my phone and I see someone that has a better physique than me, and I'm just like, oh gosh, like, you know, I want this, I want that. And on one hand, these are good things to want, but then when you start comparing yourself to other people, which is something that I do all the damn time, I don't know, it messes up your mental states. I can't lie to you. For the most part, I'm a very peaceful person. I'm always like chilling. But then when it comes to like comparing myself, I feel like I need to do a better job.
People flex on the internet. You see it. You don't have it. Now you're sad because you're comparing yourself to somebody you're not. You're focused on materialistic things.
And comparison is a thief of joy, man. Like, I've been on this fitness journey for 75 days. And sometimes, because I haven't reached the end yet, I can't even appreciate the fact that I've been, taking care of myself physically for 75 days. That's a long time. That's a long time of, like, genuine consistency.
That won't leave the earth with you. That phone keeps people distracted by what people are doing, how people are doing, and you're never focused on yourself. So you're doing this every day, 24 hours of the day, and then you wonder why you can't get a girlfriend. This is the generation of needing approval, needing validation, needing to be heard. If you don't got designer, you broke. If you compliment or defend someone, you glazing. If you don't post a girl or she don't post you, y'all cheating on each other. If something ain't posted online, it never happened. You notice how you have the most friends when you're the worst version of yourself? We live in the most unsupportive generation. Your friends won't support you, like your post, comment on your post. They won't support anything that has to do with you because they fear what you're gonna become. But they'll DM Lil Uzi Vert happy birthday. They'll comment under LeBron James post, happy birthday, knowing damn well they won't see it. Your friends fear what you're gonna become if they put you ahead of them. Liking your post makes them feel like they putting you ahead of them. It's always a competition.
I'm not gonna say that when it comes to like people liking my posts, I don't even care anymore. I don't even care. I used to be like, oh my gosh, like they don't support me. Like, I'm putting in all this work. But now, man, like, it just made me realize that I don't need a big circle of people. I just need to, I just have my two very close friends that I hang out with all the time. Not all the time, but like I hang out with often. And that's about it. You don't need a shit ton of people around you. You don't need a shit ton of people to understand you. You just need like one or two, and you're good.
Watch out for people that's always in competition with you. They watch you all the time. You think they not, but when you run into them in person, they tell you all about what's on your story. Oh, I seen you just bought your new crib. I seen you just bought your new car. So why you ain't share it? Why you ain't comment? Why you ain't like it? The reason why strangers help and friends and family don't is because strangers see potential.
Oh my God, you guys, let me say this. When I started doing social media, something that was very weird to me was people will come, like, we could be at a get-together, a party, and people will come to me and be like, oh my God, I watch all your stuff, like, oh my gosh. But like, people don't realize that you can see who likes, you can see who views, you can see everything, you can see who comments. And my man, I'm like, you're out here telling me that like you see my stuff and you can't just do like this. I don't know, man. I don't know. On one hand, I'm telling you, on one hand, I'd be like, maybe I'm tripping, maybe I'm the problem, maybe it's not meant to be like that. But then sometimes, like even my mom said it, my mom was like, how is it possible that your video could sometimes get 500 views, 1,000 views, but only like 30 likes, or something like that. And I'm like, and my mom was like, it's the people that, it's the people that that are watching you, Dayo. That's what my mom tells me. Social media is so fake, bro.
Friends and family see competition. Your biggest supporters are people you never met. They cheer for you because your growth inspires them. It doesn't threaten them. Your friends and family secretly hope you don't outgrow the box they put you in. You ain't even know they put you in that box. They put you in that box. It's fear, envy, insecurity, all projected onto you. That's why strangers are your biggest fans. They see your value without comparing themselves to you. That's why you need to focus on improving, not proving. Stop proving to everyone. Improve. We in the most unsupportive generation. They made it cool to not show love. They made it cool to not spread positivity. Talking about I'm glazing because I called my homie a superstar. I told my homie he a superstar. I'm glazing because I'm showing love. That glazing word, like, it literally ruined compliments. Bro, they brainwashed y'all and made y'all weird. Now y'all just following the crowd. Y'all following the trend because it's cool to. That's called bandwagon effect.
Real.
Here's an example of bandwagon effect. I know you've seen this video.
Bro, I remember when I started my business and people were not buying food, bro. Like, it was tough to get sales. And all of a sudden, it became cool to buy food from me, you know. And I was doing a lot of cool shit. And then all of a sudden, my sales started going up and people were bandwagoning, you know. Even people that didn't like me, people that didn't like me bought food from me, bro. People that I knew for a fact didn't like me started to like me, you know. It's just like, when you see how superficial society is, you just don't want to participate too much. Like I said, you just need your 2-3 friends. 3 is a lot, 2 is okay. Your 2 friends and you're good.
Where this lady had no clue she was
And your family, of course.
part of an experiment. The other people in on it. So every time they hear a beeping noise, they stand up. It only takes 3 times before she stands up for no reason. She's still doing it even after everyone left the room. Now they bring somebody new in, right? When she stands up, he ignores it. Then he asks why. She said, everyone was doing it, so I did it too. Then look, he stands up for no reason now. This is exactly why you should think for yourself. That's how they make stupid things a trend. Remember a few years ago, it was cool to eat Tide Pods? It was cool to eat Tide Pods, bro. One person do it, now everybody else doing it. Now they make it
Yo, I remember that, bro. I remember that once upon a time it was cool to eat Tide Pods. Me personally, when it comes to these trends, I don't do every trend. It depends on the trend.
the new normal. This is called the bandwagon effect. Here's another example. I know you know Duke Dennis. You notice how a lot of women like him, right? And they don't even know why. They just know other women want him. This is also a bandwagon effect. People doing something simply because they see others doing it too. The more people adopt the belief, the more others will join it too, regardless if it makes sense to them or not. People don't think in terms of, is this true? They think in terms of, will others accept me if I think this is true? That's why fornication is normalized in our generation. Cracking buns. Why do we even want to crack buns? If it wasn't cool to crack buns, we wouldn't be doing that recreation.
Let me know, guy. Hold up, child. I'm not going to lie. This one is different, bro. Sex is different. Like, bro, I used to always shame myself when it came to sex. Like, I used to be like, oh no, I shouldn't want to feel this way. I shouldn't have sex. Blah, 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 blah. On one hand, if you're hooking up with random people, it's dangerous. You can catch an STD. You know, cool. But if you have a girlfriend or something, it's natural. It's normal. You get horny, bro. You know. You get horny. Those feelings are normal. Like, you know, it's in human nature to want to do that. You know.
They made it cool
So I don't really think about that too much. Like, I don't really demonize it anymore.
to chase women and not chase your purpose.
I don't think it's cool to chase women though. That's the thing. Like, chasing random sex, not good. Having a girlfriend or a wife, amazing, great.
90% of people on earth are followers. The other 10% are leaders. Why do you think we never see another second coming of Michael Jackson? Or nobody inventing stuff no more. Nobody inventing nothing now. Because we all distracted. And dating in this generation sucks. It's all built on lies and manipulation. It's always this power game you have to play. Oh, she gotta play hard to get. I can't play like I like you too much. I gotta wait 4 hours to text you back, or it's gonna look like I'm a simp. She gotta wait 4 hours to text me back, or it's gonna look like she liked me too much. It's a whole lot of power games that nobody wanna play all day. And then say if you just wanna have a regular conversation with a girl, you can't have a regular conversation with a girl without her trying to make it a power game. But it's not all women, it's just the common ones you see on a daily basis. But it's not their fault. I told you about the bandwagon effect, right? They're just doing whatever's a trend. The most viral content that women post on social media.
I bet he's going to talk about women hating men.
Is genuinely not empowering. It's not healing. It's
Oops, my bad.
not rooted in any type of growth. All they do is brag about cheating, ghosting men, using men for money, faking pregnancies.
Men do the same thing too, Sha. We do the same thing too. We are both evil, bro. You know? Both the hearts of man and woman, evil.
It's just straight up demonic. But men are even worse. Most men are weak mentally. They notice everybody else's mistakes and rather laugh than learn. They talk about other people's problems to feel better. They gossip around others to build fake connections. They'd rather envy people ahead of them than study people ahead of them. That's why most men get nowhere. How you envying somebody when you can achieve the same thing and then they lie to you?
I think about that all the time, bro. I used to be an envious person. There was this one kid in high school that he just had everything that I wanted. Like, he was popular, he was good at basketball, you know, all the girls liked him, and I envied him. But then as I grew up and some of those things started to happen to me, and I saw people envy me, I was like, yo, why you envying me? I'm just living my life, bro. You know. But it's crazy because the man that envies someone else can get the exact same thing if they just put in the work. And of course, it's going to take some time. But if you just put in the work, you can get the exact same thing, or something even better.
They told you that if you get Aki, you get money, the Tutis come after you. That's cap. You're gonna get money and get Aki and still wonder why you get no biddies.
Real.
Because biddies is not attracted to that. Women are attracted to inner work. How much inner work did you do? By inner work, I mean not being desperate for attention. Focused on what actually matters. Your God-given purpose. They hate when you're desperate for attention. Showing off how much biddies you get, how much money. They don't care, bro. Stop chasing external validation. They hate that. Value yourself. Don't look for somebody else to value you.
Real.
Value yourself.
And that's what social media does do. It makes you want to seek validation from other people. Me personally, for example, I've never really been a fashion guy. I don't care for fashion. You know, I dress nice, but then I'm not a fashion guy, you know. But then I went for a photo shoot, you know, a couple of weeks back, sometime last month or earlier this month. And I posted some pictures from the photo shoots and they got a shit ton of likes. You know, everyone was like, "Oh, you look so good," blah blah blah. And on one hand, I'm like, "Oh, yo, thank you, I appreciate it." But on the other hand, I don't care for, like, that's not something that I care for. Like, not one bit. To be honest, if people came to me and they were like, "Oh my God, Dario, you're so good at basketball. I like your personality. You know, I like that you go to that would mean so much more to me. Because these are things that I do. These are things that make me me. But then if you're coming to me saying, "Oh my God, I like how you dress," well, like, bro, like, you can remove the clothes from my body and I'll look like a different person. You know. Never really been a fashion guy. Never really cared.
Every man nowadays is spending their whole lives building external value, money, cause, achievements, and then you completely neglecting your inner self. That's why when you getting all that money, you still getting no biddies, because you neglected that inner work. Getting money and getting swole is not gonna get you biddies. It's gonna get you one of them Jezebels who love you for your money and not you. If she don't love you for you, she love you for your money. It's gonna get you one of them Jezebels. But if you do that inner work, it's gonna get you a real woman. Real women exist out here, bro. I got average external circumstances, right? Average car, average all that. But I got bulletproof internal confidence.
Also, all the women that I've met of recent times, only one that comes to my mind that has me like, wow, this is a great girl. Everybody else, trash. Everybody else is trash. You know, people think that they're good, but then they're honestly trash. The only thing on their mind is how to collect money from guys. And that's about it, bro. I've only met one person that had me like, wow, you're so sweet. But everybody else,
How are you though? Do you have a fight coming up anytime? I miss you.
You know what's crazy? You see these babes right here. I don't know why, but there's a certain aesthetic. The body aesthetic, like when you have that body aesthetic, I just know that like you're not. I don't know. Like you're not okay. You're actually not okay. Like you're going to stress me when you have that body aesthetic. But I'm attracted to it. Like I look at them and I'm like, you look so nice. Like you look so good. But then I just know deep in my heart that you're just not good for me. Like nothing good is going to come out of this. But then they're attractive though. I don't know, being a guy is hard, bro.
Yeah, I do.
My outfit today?
Hell nah, bro. You looking
Bro,
good.
it's okay. He's a fruit bucket. He's a fruit bucket. I can't show my body. No, he's a fruit bucket. It's okay. Bro, why are you trying to act nonchalant? Like you're not, the aura is not giving that. It is, I like him. I don't.
But to be honest, him too, like even in this video, this guy too is showing off his body, you know? I don't know. He's contradicting himself as well. Because why isn't your shirt on? You feel me?
Pass me that ball. It's giving cornball. Here. Pass me that ball. Here, cornball. Passed.
What do you teach?
Human psychology.
Human psychology. And you didn't get like any kind of degree?
Nah, only a diploma game.
Do you know you have to have a degree?
Well, you don't, bro. A degree don't
Not in
make
the
you-
hood, huh? Not
Yo. That's so corny.
in the hood, you don't have to have a degree to teach psychology. Maybe you need a psychologist. Why are you not talking? Did you buy your followers by any chance?
You see how I could care less? Because I validate myself. If I know I'm not a bot, man, why should I get upset? If I know I didn't buy my followers, why should I bark back? Listen, good women are attracted to energy, not assets. Goofy females, goofy Jezebels is attracted to assets. Good women fall in love with how you make them feel,
This guy's spitting, bro.
not what you can buy them. You have to
He's
have
spitting.
self-acceptance. It shouldn't matter if others accept you. Who cares? If I call you ugly, right? The average man gonna get upset, even if it's not true. You wanna know why? Because they need that validation. They need it. They crave it. Dogs don't bark at parked cars. You know what that means? In your life, right? When you start making progress with anything, especially your mindset, when the car was stopped, when you was on the couch doing nothing, no dogs was barking, nobody was saying nothing, right? But when you get up off the couch and start making progress, now everybody want to come out the woodworks and point out what's wrong. That's the dogs barking. They barking because the car moving now. You feel me? That's a good indicator to keep going. You don't stop when the dogs is barking at you, gang. You gonna hear a lot of people say, yo, be humble, bro. Well, fuck that. People know who you are before you know who you are. They see your energy. They read your energy. So you might be like, why is this person acting weird? Why he keep telling me to be humble all the time? People don't want you to see your light. Because coming across your energy is triggering. to people who don't even understand their own life. They want you to feel how they feel.
That's facts. That's facts, you know. There was a point in time where I used to look at myself as a loser. And truth be told, no one was really coming for my neck then, bro. Like, no one was really criticizing me. Nobody was really saying shit. No one was really, you know, no, like, it's just Dio. You feel me? But when I started to lock in, that's when you start hearing Dio said this. Oh, he did this. He's rude. He's that. He's not humble. Damn. When I wasn't doing shit, you know, nobody was saying anything. But when I now start to get a little bit of motion, you know, people start saying, you know, oh, you're looking better, you know, your food is busting, you're doing good in business. That's when people start talking, running their mouth. And I'm here just chilling. Deadass, I'm here just chilling. Like, for real. I'm just chilling.
Misery loves company, right? So somebody who feels good about themselves will never make you feel bad about yourself. This world will make you want to stay small and make you feel like being humble is doing the right thing. Don't lower yourself to fit these people low standard. Once you start to love yourself and improve yourself.
That's facts. Like he said, don't lower yourself to fit these people's low standards. Or like, if there's something that you know, if you know that you're doing the right thing for yourself, just keep going. Just keep going. Because like he said, bandwagon effects. At some point, you know, no one is going to rock with you, you know. But eventually, people are going to rock with you. And then, at some point, people are not going to rock with you anymore. Life is a continuous cycle. You know, sometimes you're going to be down here. Next thing you know, you're up there. Next thing you know, you're up, you're down, you're up, you're down. Like, that is just the way life works.
So, you naturally shine the light on people's insecurities. It's not your fault, though. It's their fault. Nobody asked you to compare your life to mine. Majority of people that you come across have already accepted defeat. They already accepted that they'll never be nothing. Stop listening to somebody that know they gonna lose. Stop. They'll never understand your desire. They'll never understand why you want more. Cut off anybody who tries to stunt your growth. Everything in this world is an illusion. There's 7 billion people on Earth right now, right? Less than 5% of them is actually doing their soul's mission. A lot of people have artificial purposes. Let me tell you what I mean. You becoming a basketball player is not a real purpose. Going to the NFL, being a lawyer, CEO, that's not a real purpose. The reason I say that is because it's connected to everything materialistic. There is no evolution for materialism. The only thing that evolves is truth and healing. You have to tap into your authenticity, which leads you to your true purpose. You can't tap into your authenticity seeking validation from others. Stop being a people pleaser. Women can sense when you're a people pleaser. That's why you have trouble attracting them. The problem with being a people pleaser is you stifle yourself. You keep people around who aren't solid. And when life gets hard, they jump ship.
Real.
These good females want a man who could lead. If they see that everything gets you worked up, they see you can't lead. That's why they don't like you. The average low vibrational woman in our day and age goes out every weekend, has a high body count, rarely, never prays, never works out.
I think after a certain age, because I'm at the age where, like, you know, I'll go out, but then I'm tired, bro. But then I see girls like 25, 26, 27, 30, 35 turned off the liquor. And in my mind, I'm like, you know, and it's crazy. I even have some right here. I'm not drinking it though, you know. My friend left it in my house like last month, and I haven't had a sip because I just can't anymore. I just can't. But then some people live for this lifestyle.
Chase.
And I'm not judging, you know, like especially for women, like I get, you know, if I went to a place where men were willing to buy me drinks for free and everyone admired me and everyone wanted to get with me, like, I feel like it would be like, wow, I'm feeding off their energy. But on the other hand, it's a lustful energy.
This validation has a weak mindset.
But hey, yo, do what you want, you know, it's your life.
They lack self-respect, so that means they go back to men who treated them wrong. And most women pH balance off, so that means they box stink. You chasing stink box when you really think about it. You a king, right? Kings don't chase stink box. So my point is, don't lose your happiness over an average woman. You have to raise your inner world. The outer world is gonna follow. Raise your inner wealth. The outer wealth is gonna follow. Money is energy, you gotta understand that. You get more money when your energy higher. This world is all energy. It's not about forcing things. It's not about making things work, trying to make things work. It's not about working hard. This world responds to how you feel. If you feel good, relaxed, positive, everything just lines up for you. I can't really explain it. Next time you go outside or whatever, be as positive as you can. Watch things just line up for you. That's why this world tries to feed us negative energy all the time, so that nothing works out. You get it? All females aren't cooked, bro. I know they all look cooked, but it's a girl just like you out there who think the same as you. Think about it from their perspective, right? They think all guys is cooked, bro. What they see is every guy is addicted to lust, addicted to objectifying women.
And I'm not going to lie, that's so real. Like, I feel like now I'm not as lustful as I used to be. I used to be extremely lustful, you know. But then when you just calm down on the lust, you just chill, become a bit more mature. You see, like when you stop seeing women as these angels, sexual beings, and you just see them as human beings. You just see them as humans. Like, this is just another human being living their life. The lust, it just dies down a whole lot. You know, it's still there, but then it just, you know, it's just like, it's there. It's chilling.
Into needing validation. You gotta be the change you want to see. You just gotta work on your inner world, your inner self. Stop looking at the materialistic world. That's not how you get biddies. We cannot move forward, right? Unless we learn to take accountability for our actions. We gotta stop blaming our oppressors. You can be black and rich. There's no system in play stopping us from being rich. Stop believing in that stuff. You can.
Okay, guys, I'm going to end the video there because he's kind of rambling and it's off topic from the social media thing. But you guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. That was a very, very nice watch. And yeah.